Okay, guys, we are live! So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your kind of sweaty Dungeon Master today, because today we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign playing. Everyone have a drink. Carl Sargent's outstanding Night Below Mega Adventure. And we are now playing this with Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. The most recent, at the time of recording, version of it with a bunch of add-ons and stuff like that and extra rules that we're playing. I say sweaty because it is really warm here today, so I do apologize for a little shiny I'm going to be on the stream. But with me tonight are non-shiny stars of the campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Now, I want you to tell us who you are, who you're playing, and when. Well, you guys are all the same level now, so we don't need to know that. First up is Andrew.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew, and I'm playing Chuck 2 Gemfinder, a deep gnome ranger. Goodness gracious! I will learn to pronounce the name eventually.
Excellent. Next up is Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Kalador. He is an elven fighter.
Nice. Oh, he's a fighter thief, isn't he?
Oh, thief, yeah.
Or fighter rogue, I guess, technically.
Rogue.
Next up is Will.
Hi, I'm Will. I'm playing Chael. He is an 8th level elf cleric of Coralon.
Nice. Next up is John.
Hey everyone, I'm John, and I'm playing a forest gnome named Dorman Kettleborn, and he was an illusionist rogue. Now he's a bard.
Nice. And last, but certainly not least, is our resident armor smith, Dave.
Hey everybody, I'm Dave. I am playing Alisha Taliston. She is a paladin of St. Cuthbert. She's going to be exploring some bear belt.
Yeah. So guys, last session was, I should say for those who may be listening as well, I do apologize again for the drop in audio. I figured out what the issue was. I had a noise filter that was auto setting stuff, and it was cutting off my, whenever I got too quiet. I have since fixed that, so we should not have that issue again where my audio gets cut from the stream. But guys, let's bring ourselves over. I may be the only one who's concerned about not hearing the sound of my own voice here, but in the event that the kind viewers want to hear what our NPC has to say whenever I do quiet, spooky voices, then I have that fixed now. So guys, what happened last time? Why am I missing some of the party? Are you guys hiding? Oh, you guys are hiding way back here. Yeah.
There's all kinds of hiding because I can't find us yet.
Oh, sorry. I'll shift ping once I get everyone together here.
That's fine.
There we go.
There we go.
There's everybody. It's all together in the Crystal Cavern of Doom. I mean, just the Crystal Cavern, guys. There's nothing Doom-like in it.
Just some Doom metal.
Yep.
I want to say it was just all talking last time, really, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. It was just talking to that elf-esque dragon.
The avatar of the dragon?
Yes.
Yeah.
The night below.
What do you remember you guys talking about?
Yeah. The dragon actually made a bit of a offer, an exchange of services, in fact. He wants us to...
Would you say that you made a deal with a dragon?
I'm trying very hard not to use those words.
Every Shadowrun player everywhere has suddenly had a cold chill go up their spine.
and in this case, it's a hell of a spine. Right. So he wants us to. He's gonna. So in exchange for passage through his through. Wait. I'm assuming is it a male dragon? I didn't think I forget that detail. In exchange for safe passage through there, domain down here and safe passage. We don't know how long that will be on the table or not. He wanted. It seems like he's no more a fan of these particular orcs than we are, specifically because these orcs have come in and taken over this other tribe and defiled them and such, and they are an opposing force that this dragon is none too pleased with, because it threatens their own power and position here. And they have offered that if we go and take care of this problem, that perhaps we will get a reprieve from the Night Below's wrath. And the black heart specifically is the thing. Yeah. We have to return these magic items. Oh, right, that's true too.
And they'll give us access through the Night Below's domain so that we can pursue our quest to find the aboleth and end the disappearing magical persons from above.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Dorman, that may not... I encourage you to pursue this reasoning and let me know and take keen notes on the results.
All right. Anything else to add, folks?
There's a third thing I started writing it into the notes. Something about it was going to destroy something, but I can't remember.
Oh yes, it's I think it was the Thurgomazer.
It was going to destroy the creatures that were following.
The Darrow, yeah.
Dave, would you mind moving your mic a little closer to your mouth? It's just...
Sure, how's that?
That's a little better. Yeah, thank you. So, then, you also were the recipient of a quartet of loaned treasures as well.
Yes,
what were those?
We received 4 items, and one of them is the belt of the... it's on my sheet now, right? I know what exactly it is.
Oh, it's the Brown Bear Honey Buckle.
Honey Buckle? Yeah.
All I remember is us chat is whoever said it was turned you into Winnie the Pooh.
Two reasons that's awesome. One, because Winnie the Pooh is named after my hometown, Winnipeg. And 2, my mom's nickname from when I was a kid was Pooh Bear, because as a kid, they caught me with my hands in the honey jar. So.
Makes sense.
Yep. That was one, the Brown Bear Honey Buckle.
And then there was the Amulet of Lendor, which grants the wearer a cleric cantrip spell.
Yep.
And cannot be taken, has to be given up.
Oh no, cannot be sold. It has to be
sold, or you have to willfully give it up.
Yeah.
Also, that gets you a reroll.
Yes, gets you a reroll, and you can start when you complete a long rest and you're attuned to it. At the end of a long rest, you can pick a cleric cantrip and have that for the day.
Yeah.
And then, Jonathan, you laid claim to the other 2. What were the other 2 items?
Yes. Staff of Feathers. It's a magical staff that I can cast several spells with. Fly, conjure animals, and gust of wind. And I can do a short-range teleport if I get targeted by a range attack once per day.
Nice.
And the other one was a glass wand of Lang. Doubles up as a dagger. But I can cast Arcane Lock, Disguise Self, or Tongues with it.
Very nice.
It's going to be my new favorite stabby weapon.
Well, and for the low, I mean, I think Will can tell you, I'm not sure how much of a Lovecraft fan you are, but I mean, Lang, nothing bad ever comes from Lang.
No.
All right. Do you remember the Man of Lang that you guys faced in Iron Fang Keep in our Ash campaign?
This guy remembers.
He was awesome.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Then, I think where we left was you guys were completing a short rest, or two maybe, and then you were in the midst of the first one. You heard the sound of a roar coming from outside of this cavern, carrying on from the miles of tunnels. You may remember that these tunnels themselves seem to focus sound quite well because you had heard in the days approaching this place the drums of orcish war bands being played to communicate up and down the tunnels. It appears that your benefactor has encountered the Thurgamazer. So, what we're going to do next, guys? Anything else you wish to talk about from last session, or are we ready to dive in and see what horrors await you for today?
I'm ready to go.
Good to go.
Horror exploring.
Nice. Okay. Then, with your 2 hours of resting completed, we are going to be making use of a product from Cubicle 7 called Uncharted Journeys. So, if those listening at home want to or are curious as to what rules we're using here, these are them. They're adapted from their Adventures of Middle-earth RPG that was originally published before they lost the Middle-earth license, and it also the travel rules from that are what was adapted into Uncharted Journeys, only for regular 5th edition, not just Tolkien 5th edition. I mention that because, guys, the trip from down here up to the Orcish cavern again, we're going to be making use of these rules to model this instead of just making a couple of climbing checks. This also requires, I sent in the Discord server earlier today, links to the two types of checks we're going to be doing, or two types of decisions you guys will need to make on this. One of them is the decision to for what role you're going to play. We only need 4 of them. We don't need people doubling up on them. So there's 4 roles that need to be filled. Those are the leader, the outrider, the quartermaster, and the sentry. And then you guys will also have an opportunity to make preparations. Now, because you guys have completed 2 short rests, I am going to say that you can only make 1 preparation for this. We're going to count one of your actions or one of your preparations as your rest. So you guys do have your full whatever you got back from your short rest. You now have everything. Cal, speaking of which, you would have had an opportunity to spend hit dice if you'd like.
Right. Yeah, let's do that.
And I think your character sheet has it tracking this 2 separate kinds of hit dice you've got. And remember, you can roll them 1 at a time, and you do add your constitution to the hit dice.
Yeah.
Constitution modifier, not your stat.
Okay. If I click this, is it going to roll it?
I really have no idea.
Click the word hit.
Oh my goodness, what an amazing roll to start off with.
So that's one of them, but remember, you can spend as many as you want, 1 at a time. You got 9 back, puts you at 49. And that puts you at 53. Remember, you also have that second win ability for fighters.
Right.
You'll get half your hit dice back at a long rest.
Yes.
So if you spend 4 now and you've got 8, you'll get 4 back at a
So
long
here's
rest.
the thing about long rests while you're on a journey can only be completed when you encounter a place where you can rest.
So like a campsite worthy place.
Yeah, exactly. The book itself is pretty fucking cool because it has like 12 or so different kind of like environs that you'd be traveling in. Each of them has 12 different encounters, different tables for each of them, as well as a bunch of like suggestions for flavor, elements for it. It's a really neat book.
John's frozen on my screen in smile mode.
Yeah, John was before in mine. That was before his camera came back in.
Okay.
So, have you guys had an opportunity to look? I think, Jeff, you had taken a look and saw what, roles you can be in or what you're optimized for and what ones you're not.
Yeah. I could do either the Outrider or the Sentry.
Why don't we do this? Why don't you put down, guys, in chat what roles that your character is suited for?
Yeah.
So, like, for instance, one of them requires the quartermaster. You can make use of your cooking utensils, for instance.
Do you have to meet all the requirements, or just some of them?
No, just one. It's the thing is, any one of those checks is what you'd be using for the journeys check.
Gotcha.
Right, you choose which of the 3 ways you're interacting with the journey.
Exactly. It's all narrative stuff, so it's just not like there's different names for it in it, but there's no mechanical difference other than what you're rolling. So there's lots of opportunities to switch stuff up. Each of the roles has a different special ability too. So like the leader, as a reaction while on a journey, you can allow another party member to re-roll a failed saving throw or ability check, and you can do this once per party member per journey. The Outrider allows you, on a success, you get to roll 2 different encounters and you pick which one you're going to get. Which means, like, if you're searching for a place to rest, that's a great opportunity. The Quartermaster and the Sentry are kind of similar. Each of them has a focus dice equal to their proficiency stat. The Quartermaster's one can go towards ability checks, and the Sentries can go towards saving throws. It's a D6, and it is added to the result after the fact. And it's the Quartermaster or the Sentry who make a decision for when to make those rolls. So there's lots of neat ways you can still be involved in these things. Okay, so we got Doorman, Quartermaster. You're also Doorman. I think what's your charisma is quite good too, isn't it?
My charisma saving throw?
No.
I do have a 16 charisma, yes.
Yeah, because look at for leader as well. It's charisma, persuasion, wisdom, insight, or charisma, performance, or musical instrument. Alisha might be quite good at that as well.
But the Outrider is what I can do.
Okay, where we go? We got leader. Okay. Chael's got a Sentry. Is pretty good.
Sentry is probably the best for me. Probably.
Yeah.
Which one?
Sentry is probably best. I've got a perception of 7.
Yeah, both mine are at 6. Leader, persuasion, and athletic.
Ooh, here's the good news, guys. Because you have more than 4 party members, up to 2 characters can occupy each role. Only one player makes the roll ROLL when the roll ROLE must make an ability check, but they do so with advantage.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I'll leave it to you guys to sort out how you want to pair up who's doing what and how to optimize that.
I have nothing good to do as the leader.
Okay.
As the Outrider, I have survival.
Okay.
And nature.
Okay.
Any of your class abilities that relate to like re-rolls or things like that can apply on these checks as well, guys.
I think Alisha is reluctant to do any leader, but she'll assist in that. She's new and she's still feeling her way through the workings of the group.
She also 2 sessions ago did a hell of a job leading in combat.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm all ready to surrender the leadership role to somebody else. I'm tired of being in charge, damn it.
Yeah, someone who's going to be the leader. Yeah, that's interesting because...
And I would say the paladin is 9 times out of 10 better suited than the cleric.
So, why don't we do this then? Why don't you each put in what one role would be your first pick for your thing? Let's see if everyone just falls naturally into certain roles.
Well, you said we can't double up, right? So, like one person... will get no rolls,
that's the
right?
precise opposite of what I said.
Yeah, there's one
right
person.
At the beginning. You said we don't need 2 of any one.
I said you don't need 2 of every one, but then I just said that up to 2 can take the roll, and then one person makes the roll, but they do it with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like if we had somebody say leader just looking at stuff and thinking about stuff, say that ended up being the lowest theoretical score, say that it was only a 4, well, that would be a good one to double up on, because then you could roll with advantage, and that 4 is not as bad as somebody with a 5, 6, 7. Does that make sense? Am I explaining that okay?
Or
okay.
If the person tends to have some challenging luck with dice rolls.
I think that. Yeah.
Double up on whatever Jeff uses. Is that what you're saying?
No. I think if we were out in the woods or something, then Outrider would make more sense for Kalador. But here in the caves and this junk, I don't see him filling that
really
role. He's much more of like a guard. Sentry makes more sense here in the darkness and the caves.
Yeah. Who are we missing here? We're missing Chuck 2, and we're missing. It's 5 today. Why am I thinking there's 6? So it's
I thought Andrew was going to put Outrider, because that's what he kind of said previously, right?
I mean, it makes. I suppose that makes sense. It's got to be in terms of just plain like abilities where I'm proficient. It's going to be either Outlander or Outrider or Sentry. And if Chael or Kalador wants Sentry, then it doesn't make sense for me to do that. So Outrider by process of elimination, is it?
I would say too, you're the ranger, aren't you?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm the ranger. That also, fits.
Yes.
In terms of like narrative and
right
theme.
Yeah.
Well, and the three actions are called Blaze the Trail, Leave No Stone Unturned, and Chart the Course, which I don't think Kalador can do in the caves. I mean, just like if we're kind of keeping it a little bit narrative, it's like, yes, I will turn this stone right under my foot.
Yeah,
so
fair.
Andrew can write Outrider and hit enter, and we're good.
I mean, okay, I can type the thing that
we
we're
know
all
who the
saying.
leader is now, don't we?
No, now it's official.
That's like none of it.
Instructions were everybody write it.
We're not friends unless we're Facebook friends.
Okay. Now, hold on, I'm trying to find our. So I think that there's a ranger ability, that natural advantage that grants you. We're using the revised ranger in this game, and I know it's a big block of text for that. So I'm just double checking here for Natural Explorer.
Yeah, see, if Dorman wasn't here to feed us with the group thing, then I would probably could fill in as the quartermaster, but I would just use to share the load and like carry shit.
Okay. All right, so we got our rolls for everyone. Which between Chael and Cal are going to make the roll with advantage?
Depends which one we're doing, I guess. If we want to first watch, then you should do it. And if we want to try and slip the noose, then I think I should do it.
Is stealth one of your expertise skills, Cal?
Yeah, I have a stealth of 10.
All right. So we've got our rolls set down for this. Now, you may be asking, but Kev, how am I going to get my abilities and whatnot back if we're not able to create do a long rest? Well, I have good news, guys. You can also spend your hit dice. So basically, anything that would recover on a short rest, you can spend 1 hit dice to recover a use of it. As if you completed a short rest. If something recovers on a long rest, you can spend 2 hit dice to gain a single use of a class ability that recharges on a long rest. That's the general rule. And then in the book, there's specifics for like things like spell slots and whatnot for each individual type of thing. But like for Pally, as an example, Divine Sense and Lay on Hands is 1 hit dice. 1 hit dice to replenish 5 points to your pool, actually. Ugh, that's rough. Cleansing Touch, which I don't know if you've got yet, is 2 hit dice. 1 hit dice for first level spell, 2 hit dice for second level spell, and so on.
Oh.
Ditto for wizards and for any other spellcasters. Yeeshaba. Okay. So, we've got our rolls then, guys. Let's talk about the route. Now, we're going to make use of this as a short journey, which means that right now at default, there is 1 encounter that you are going to have. And then it might be, depending on the outcome of our travel check, that might bump that up, bump that down. The difficulty is a combination of the weather and the terrain. I have great news about the weather in here. Dave will not need to roll for weather in the underground, so there is no modifier. The downside is this is a steep cliff face you're climbing, so it's a +8. That is an 18 is the target number for, or the difficulty class for your things. Now, you may say that's fucking nonsense in this game. You're not wrong. But your preparations are ways that you can move that target number down. You can also, because of your different roles, that means, Alisha, you can grant everyone in the course of this journey 1 reroll of an ability score or a saving throw. It's a reaction, so you choose when you trigger it. Dorman, you are a quartermaster, so you have 3d6, what is it called? Supply dice that you can spend as a reaction to modify an ability check. Chael, you are the sentry, so you have 3d6 you can add to a saving throw.
Okay.
And Andrew, you get the joy of determining whether or not you can... oh no, you get this automatically. Once per journey, when I roll to determine the encounter type, you... so it says you can also roll. I've already rolled it ahead of time, so I would be prepped, but next time I'll let you roll instead, Andrew. Okay, and I think you can decide that after you hear what I've rolled.
Yeah, you just don't tell me the specifics of what the encounter is.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. All right, so then... it's 3 stages to a journey. Set the route, prepare, and then make the journey. So, we've got the route. It is an 18. This is just to climb off. Yes, I will... so the climbing rope that you've got, or those climbing things, what I'll say is that at one point in this, you can each take an advantage on anything where that would reasonably play into the roll. You can take advantage on that roll.
Oh, okay.
Like your climbing gear is not going to help you with planning things or like scrying the signs or things like that, but what it will help with is like if there is like a cow, if he, well, whoever the quartermaster is, there may be, you know, a way. Oh, well, actually, hold on. There's an action called pack up. Here's an example. Pack up is you lug, haul, or consolidate the party supplies, then painstakingly organize and pack them tightly to make them as easy to carry as possible. Make a strength or constitution athletics check. On a success, reduce the journey difficulty by 2.
Oh, wow.
So, for instance, what Jeff might say is, you know, I'm taking advantage of all our ropes and whatever else that we've got right now to tie things on so that they're balanced or hanging otherwise, so it's as safe and secure as possible. He'll get advantage on that roll.
Cool.
Okay?
Yeah, that's neat.
So, anyone have any of their preparations that they want to do right now? And I'll put, just so we keep track of it, Journey DC 18.
And we each get 1 of those, right?
You each get to take 1, yeah. Yeah, this isn't is independent of your rolls. You can each take one of these actions. There's some ones you cannot do just because of the environment you're in, but I've got the list on Discord if you want to check that.
Yep, I've had the Discord open. I haven't got the rule book open, but I do have the Discord open.
Okay, so if you have questions about what they grant, go ahead and ask, and I might be happy to talk. I got it open right now anyway, or so do I'm sure the other guys. Anyone have one in mind that they want to specifically try?
I shall prepare a feast.
Okay. Hold on here.
Okay, I'm a dummy. I just remembered that I have the Ring of Regeneration.
Yeah.
I regain a d6 of hit points every 10 minutes.
Is that in 5e?
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Remember when we went through the items and you're like, you're carrying too many things? And then you were like, these would be the ones you were using? Yeah, that was the one.
So you can give yourself your hit points back then. Or your hit dice back.
Dice. Yeah, I wouldn't have that's all I was thinking. I wouldn't have wasted my hit dice because you said we can use them in other ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, who would like to? And we can assume over the course of the 20 rolls that you would make that you would get enough to fill up.
Oh, right. If we're taking that much time, yeah.
I think you weren't even down 20. So like, even if you rolled 1 each time, you would still top up.
Yeah.
All right. So anyone have a sorry, John. You said you're going to prepare a feast.
Yes.
Okay. Then that will be so. It's a DC 13. I am going to make that 2 harder because of the Underdark. Wait, am I? No, I'm not. Let's see how this plays out first.
I have spices.
Sorry?
I have spices.
You do. Okay, so then that is a wisdom or charisma with cook's utensils.
Yep, and I'm counted as proficient with them, right?
You count as proficient with them, yeah.
Okay, so I've set
It
it up
should
to
be on your
roll.
character sheet. It's actually just left side underneath.
It is.
Yeah.
It just didn't have proficiency assigned to it, so I'll click up now.
It doesn't have proficiency assigned? If it's there, it should mean that you're proficient with it.
I set it up so it would roll properly.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you dragged and dropped it, it should have been there already.
I didn't.
Okay. All right.
It was there, so.
So that is actually a fail.
Yeah.
So
could I use the supply dice, or is that only for the journey?
You could. Yeah.
Cool. So just roll a d6 and hope I get a 3 or higher.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see if you can. I actually don't know if it can be used on you. Hold on. Let's see here.
Well, that's a good power.
As a reaction to an ally making an ability check. Now, I seem to remember 5e has something somewhere in the player's handbook that says anytime it refers to an ally, it also refers to you. So, yes, you can do that. Go ahead and give us a 1d6 roll.
Cross my fingers, hope for a 3. Come on. Yes.
There you go. All right. So, John, you want to tell him what that does?
Okay. I prepare a feast. It's a hearty and elaborate.
No, just the game mechanics. I don't really care about the flavor.
Okay. That was mostly for people watching. But the first time you would fail something that gives you a level of exhaustion, you don't gain exhaustion.
Oh.
Okay.
So, yes.
All right. That leaves 4 more preparations to go.
I have a couple ideas. I think I'll go with just straight up prayer. So Chael is consulting the occult and praying to Corlon for guidance and wisdom in the path that they're going to take.
Okay. So what that would grant on a success is that on a success, each party member may re-roll a failed saving throw once before the end of the journey.
That's good.
Okay.
So that would be... Is that a religion roll?
That is a wisdom religion, yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait, okay. Now, just bear with me, I'm sorry. On the character sheet, religion is an intelligence skill.
Yeah, you can use it with... Basically, pick a skill that you're trained in, that you're proficient in.
A wisdom skill I'm trained in, you want me to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be difficult.
No, it could be it's this game it allows a lot of like non-traditional pairings of different spells and skills. 10 again. That is 3 shy.
Those are terrible rolls.
So it is the supply dice, or is the leader who can interject here?
Yeah, that's right. The leader could.
Got 2 more dice left, but
I mean, we don't necessarily have to have it either, correct?
No. There's no penalty for failing on any of these preparations other than not having whatever resource you're trying to get.
Orlon
So-
felt your temptation of that medallion from the god, and
Well, that's not me. That's that other guy.
And I
That girl.
think,
That girl
guys,
over there?
I think we because there's so many things that grant rerolls and stuff like that. I think we'll have to, for now, rule that Astonishing Fortune can't be spent during journeys, because otherwise it just invalidates a lot of the special abilities that you've got in here.
Yeah, save it for
Okay.
combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's deadly.
okay, well, I'll try and pack up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the strength
Well,
or
hold on.
you can roll with
If-
advantage here because of the climbing gear.
If Astonishing Fortune can't be used for journeys, I'd like rerolls during journeys, so I'll give him a d6 supplies to see if we can get that.
for the
Yes.
prayer.
Oh, for Chael's roll. I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah. Roll the d6. Well,
Well, 3 or higher. Come on.
Oh! Now, Alisha still could trigger her reaction to grant a reroll to Chael, but this is the only reroll she can grant to him this journey.
And it's only for a preparation.
yeah.
But Chael will give all of us a reroll if he succeeds.
On
On
saves,
saving
yeah.
throws.
Oh, saving throws.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
reroll on all saves.
Okay,
Wait,
let's do it.
No,
I
no,
wanted to react.
once.
Once.
Not all saves. Once.
I'm sorry, any type of save. I'm sorry, I misspoke.
That's okay.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah,
All right.
it would grant us each one reroll.
Basically, yeah.
On a
you get a
save.
free save.
Yep.
You know what? I think you need to focus on Coralon, not the amulet.
So I'm worried about your soul. So yeah, so that's a D6 roll again.
No, this
No,
is
it's
a
a
reroll
complete
of the
reroll.
D12, the
Oh,
D20. So
complete
same.
reroll. I'm
Make a
sorry.
perception check again.
Yeah. Well, surely this one's got to be better.
You do still get to add 2 to it at the end. There you go.
There
Success.
you go.
All right. So the signs are portentous. Alisha, Cal, and Shuktu can still make a preparation as well.
Yeah, so
Jeff,
I'm
you said you're
making
going to
the
pack
roll
up.
for the... Yeah.
You'll roll us with advantage because of the climbing gear.
Yeah. And what's the target? Still 13?
DC 13. Yeah.
I got
There you
this.
go.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So that means the journey DC is now a 16.
Nice.
I hand you your packs. They feel like they're packed so tight that they're like stone. Your gear is compressed.
Every Canadian dad packing a station wagon in 1979 heading out for camping
using
trips.
using the gauntlets of Booker Power. It's just like, okay, I got it in.
Dorman tries to put his new dagger in between a fold and it can't penetrate.
That leaves Alisha and Shuktu. What preparations would you like to make?
I think Alisha feels that we are taking this way too serious. We need to live a little before we put our lives on the line. So she's gonna do a little carousing.
Very nice. This is a neat one because this is the only one that is stepped for like 5 over. So what are you rolling? Constitution Athletics, Constitution Performance, or Constitution Gaming Set?
Well, not much of a
I
performer.
love the idea that you've got like your DM screen with you in the Underdark. Guys, let's just sit down and have a quick.
Well, I think she was gonna go around and like pat people on their shoulder and give them a shrug, and then maybe challenge Kalador to a arm wrestling competition or something, and call it some athletics, getting people pumped up, like before a football game.
Yep.
Cheerleader.
All right.
Dave's just excited because he's going to see CFL on the weekend. So-
Yeah, I haven't seen a CFL game in years, and I'm going to the Calgary Stampeders game to watch the visiting team, my team from Winnipeg.
Yeah, go Bombers.
And I got first row seat.
Success,
Really
but
good
not by
work.
5. So, you are filled with a love for life. You have advantage on all ability checks during the first encounter on the journey. So this actually doesn't benefit the rest of the party.
So what if I was above? What would I need to be over?
You would need to roll an 18. Then it would be you had a joyful and memorable time as well as advantage on ability checks during the first encounter. You also learned something valuable about the journey, and you decrease the journey difficulty by 2.
Oh.
Hey, John, you got any more of those D6s left?
I've got one.
This could help everybody's. That's everybody's difficulty by 2, right? Not just mine.
Yeah,
Everyone's. Yep, that decreases the journey.
Right.
You may have more.
Yeah, if you roll a 2, then the difficulty goes down by 2 forever.
Yep.
Okay, let's do this.
Or well,
Yeah, that's
journey,
that's a good
forever.
idea.
Oh,
There you go.
Mashed it.
Nice. So the journey DC is now a 14.
Oh, that feels so much more manageable than 18.
Yep.
If
Shock
he had
two.
failed his checks, he would have got disadvantage.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
one's rough. It goes both ways.
What do you
Well,
think,
you know-
Chuck 2?
I'm thinking. I'm wondering, because we've been up and down that thing so many times now. But I'm looking at the 3 options. Maybe chart the course.
Chart the course is a neat
no.
one because on a success you reduce the difficulty by 5, but on a failure you increase it by 2.
Oh, lovely.
What's your dexterity?
Oh, my dexterity is pretty good.
I think the tricky is that it does
I
require.
don't accept. No, you know what? I can't do chart the course. Never mind.
No, you can. Remember, it's not gated. It just means you're not adding your proficiency bonus to it.
Because I don't have the cartographers. I don't have proficiency in the tools.
So you just roll, and it would be naked dex or naked intelligence.
I mean, I still have +4 for my dex by itself, so that's not terrible. It's quite the opposite. It's very good. So
It's a 50-50. It's a coin toss for +5 or
It's a
+2 or
little bit better.
-5.
Yeah, it's better than that.
Roll 9,
He only rolled
yeah.
9. He's got a 65% chance. doesn't
Okay.
he?
Yeah.
60%.
because I thought like
55, yeah.
like Shatu could go back out to the lava room, and we've been up and down that wall a few times, but specifically Shatu has kind of picked out the route and had others follow him, and he's like, fuck this, I'm gonna just sit there and I know where those footholds are, I know where everything is, so I'll actually like create I'll jot it down on some parchment or whatever, so everybody can kind of study this before we go up, so that they all know, okay, this is the way you need to go, that's the safest and quickest. I don't know.
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
what I got.
What are you
Yeah,
thinking?
fuck that.
You're just going to roll naked dex then?
Jeff doesn't like this idea at all. I don't have to do it. We're already pretty good. I can.
Yeah,
the
but we're at a
DC's
14. It
produced.
just gets better. Even if he fails, we're still at a 14.
No, we're at a
No.
16.
So
No, we'll be back up to a 16.
But if he succeeds, we're down to a 9, which is a cakewalk.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay. All right.
There's the leader.
We have no more rerolls. Just last chance.
Oh,
There
no,
we go.
you have a reroll. Alicia could grant you a reroll.
Oh, I thought we. Sorry, I
It's
thought we
only
used.
Yeah,
The-
you can
no
just
more
use
supply
it's
dice.
per person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
no
okay,
more
okay,
supply
okay.
dice.
All right. So a straight dex check.
There you go. Big money.
On the nose.
Right on the nose. Look at that. So, Journey DC is going to be a 9, guys.
Oh
Awesome.
man.
Okay. So then the next thing is we are going to find out how many encounters you are going to have. So we need our party members to give the travel check listed by their roles. So let's go. We'll go top to bottom here, starting with the leader, Alisha. You will be giving us either a charisma persuasion, a wisdom insight, charisma performance, or any ability with musical instrument.
Well, she only plays the Warhammer, so that's out. And she's not as insightful as she is persuasive. So let's go inspire everyone to do this well.
So this is outward confidence. You are a bastion of hope and optimism to those around you. Oh, which is woefully misplaced. Now,
A 2, that's awesome.
you do have the opportunity to give yourself a reroll. This is an ability check, so I don't think anyone else's ability can play into this. Now, failures aren't the end all and be all. It just we figure out how many of you guys succeeded, how many failed, and that tells us, it modifies how many encounters you're going to have.
She's secretly hoping we have to fight our way through the whole thing, but that's okay.
Does that
Totally.
for my application, does carouse work for her since she has advantage on those checks?
Does carouse?
So she succeeded on carouse.
Let's see here. Oh
She has
yeah,
advantage on all ability checks.
yeah, it would be on ability check, so that would include for that too. Yeah. No.
the first
Ability on
encounter,
first
okay.
encounter.
Okay. Never mind.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
an encounter specific.
I'm gonna
Yep.
trigger my reaction because I wasn't really prepared to inspire everyone yet. I was still carousing,
Okay.
and I'm going to let's try this again.
Here we go. Come on.
And here's my speech to make you excited about things.
There you go. All right. One success thus far. Next up is the Outrider. Are you rolling Wisdom, Survival, Intelligence, Nature, or an ability check using Cartographer tools, which you're not trained in, I guess?
Yeah, I think perhaps not the cartographer tools option.
You played a
I'll
hard
buy
mode.
you a set for Christmas.
I got lucky today once.
Okay.
I'm not gonna push that luck.
So what do you think, Survival or Nature?
Let's do survival.
Okay.
Oh,
Nat 20,
yeah.
baby! Look at that.
Hey.
Woo! Very
I should have
nice.
gone cartographer's tools just to tell roll 20 to screw up.
Guys, I don't even know how these fucking things work. Look at this. Whoa. All right. The Quartermaster. Cook's utensils, brewer's supplies, blacksmith's tools, leatherworker's tools, strength or constitution with athletics. What are you thinking?
My cooked utensils are my highest, but athletics is one lower.
Okay.
I'll go with the cooked utensils.
You got it.
Be running around behind people with pans, threatening them to hit them if you don't hurry up. Move it!
There you go. It's a success. And then finally, we have the Sentry. Sentry is going to be making either a Wisdom, Perception, a Dexterity, Stealth, or Disguise kit.
I just stole Jeff's nat 20. I'm sorry.
And you will be rolling this with advantage because there's two of you doing this.
Yeah.
So,
You want
Chael,
me to roll, Jeff? Or you want to roll?
Well, I think you should. Well, it depends which one we want to do. What do you think? Do you want to be stealthy, or?
I think the real thing here is really being able to see what's going on, to see where everybody is, to make sure nobody's getting bunched up, nobody's getting too far. That's my mindset.
Okay, then would use first watch. So you make a perception check.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, rolled 20. You're being generous all of a sudden.
Only because you didn't roll.
Yeah. See, this is a secret.
All right, hold
5
on.
of us and 4 rolls. It's
I'm bringing
perfect.
y'all over to a more appropriate illustration here. There you go.
It's a campsite.
Yep. That is definitely one way of thinking of it.
So it's a forever
Oh,
campsite.
why is
Got
this
it.
dark?
Wink.
We found a game where campsites are actually not dangerous. Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Dark Souls.
Only game can't attack you at a camp.
It
Hey, I've got a
says
spell for that.
it says a lot about our gameplay that a game where we had one TPK and one other character died twice, and you still think it like, guys, this game's a lot safer than our usual fare. That was
Yes.
a really fucking good game. Okay, let me move you guys over here.
Are the characters really fast to make?
Yeah, actually,
super
yeah, they're pretty quick. It's
Yeah,
good.
I
I was
mentioned that,
assuming if it's meant to be deadly that
No,
it's
because
not
your characters
like
don't die, or at least don't stay dead. They just
Oh, I see.
unhollow.
And you lose all your souls and have to go back to get them.
right.
Yeah. Your
No, I
souls
was
are
saying
XP.
Jeff should be here. He'd really enjoy this game.
Like playing OG Diablo, and you got to go and track down your body and get your stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you die on the way there, you lose all of it.
So we had full successes with our with our journey check, guys. So congratulations. That means we have. So we one encounter because the whole party succeeded. We reduced the number of encounters by 1 to a minimum of 1, which means we only have 1 encounter. So let me take a look at what I rolled here.
Bang.
Okay. So this will either be first option will be a chance meeting. That's why I rolled first. So your first option, Shuck 2, is a chance meeting with someone else. That is a not necessarily violent encounter with someone else that can again become a role-playing encounter. You only have one, so you might as well trigger your reroll for this. I'm going to assume you're doing that. The second is a place to rest. So do you want a chance encounter or a place to rest? Oh, you might be muted, Andrew. I can't hear you. Oh, no, you're back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can. Yeah.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
I mean, we did just rest.
You will not be able, until you find this, because you're in the wild, until you find a place to rest, you will not be able to take a short rest or a long. No, that's not true. You can't take a short rest once you've concluded the journey and started your next kind of leg. But until you're in a refuge, you cannot complete rest otherwise.
I see. Okay, so this is more about the next opportunity for the rest, not what we encounter first. Okay, then let's secure ourselves some opportunity. Yeah, I got you, Will. Yeah. So let's secure ourselves a place to rest in a refuge for down the road. That makes more sense.
So here's what happens, guys, is as you are making that 4-hour journey back up these thousands of feet up the cliff, Shuk2 has actually noticed that there is on the... It's much further along the crevasse than what you guys are, but there is actually an aperture. And it's set up in a very strange way where, like, only part of it is showing and there's an overhang. And Shuk2, it's only because you are... Attuning requires a short rest, I believe, actually. And what it seems to be is... Oh, you know what? Why don't you give us a perception? Perception? You can make a perception or history check on this.
Probably perception.
Okay.
Nice.
So there is definitely something with... Oh, have you guys added your languages into the roll, the 5th edition sheet yet?
I have, I think. Okay. I'm pretty sure I did.
Awesome. All right, so there is what looks to be, oh boy, a sideways aperture that looks honestly like a doorway on its side. And the only reason you recognize it as a doorway is because of there's what do you call it? A lintel? Whatever the frame is around the outside of the door with...
A jamb?
Yeah, but sure. The frame on the outside of the door, the jamb, if you will.
Yeah.
That just makes me hungry now. Has
the right terminology.
A bunch of script on it, but it only runs along the top, the bottom, which are the longer of the entrances to this aperture, and then another one along the top. I just took a look and see what languages you speak. You don't recognize this one. So you pointed out.
I'll point it, but that's all I can do for that.
Both Cal and Chael, as you're sort of, making your way up on this thing, with the elaborate rope contraptions that Cal has set up to distribute the weight properly, it is a script, but it's actually Elvish.
Ooh.
And it actually reminds you of the kind of script that you saw in the bowels of Heathertop Worm.
Oh. So, what does it say?
They are just markings, like old runic markings, but in Elvish. It's part of probably a ward that was active at some point. But this whole room seems to be both sideways and somehow fused with the side of a rock.
Is there a handle or...
No, it's an open aperture.
Oh, it's just straight up open. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Is this the part where I'm supposed to detect magic before I go in there? Six and say, do I even have detect magic prepared? Yeah, I do. Okay.
Nice.
Cool. Let's see.
How are you looking on first level spell slots, Chell?
I'm okay. I'm okay on first levels, and if we can get a long rest out of this, life will be good.
This is also something you guys could identify as a place to return to later if you choose. We'll assume that one of you goes in. I'm going to spare you the the build-up as you're looking around. There is nothing in there. You take whatever steps you need to secure this thing. It doesn't really go in all that far. But the curious thing about this, Shakti, because you're probably the one who goes in first, is that it seems as if it's only part of like a larger structure that is partially fused with this. And curiously, remember that vault that's sitting at the bottom of this?
Mm-hmm.
Almost identical design. As if somehow part of the structure fell apart and some of it fused with the rock and some of it ended at the bottom in this chamber of magma. Bless you. It goes in a bit and then it suddenly will hit like would have an open chamber and then you'll find a natural wall. Let me tell you what the rules are for this. Because let's see here. A place to rest. Here we go. Place to rest offers the opportunity for the group to regain their spent resources. A place to rest has two steps: a quartermaster check and a group check. So first, let's have Dorman give us a wisdom survival check, please.
Ooh, you found my weakness.
It is against the difficulty number of the journey, so it's a 9 you're rolling against right now.
Great, I just need an 8 or higher.
You got a penalty? There you go. All right. Here's the thing: on a success by 5 or more, you're able to prepare an ideal campsite and make the site as safe as possible. You make the group check with advantage.
Cool.
And the group check is a Constitution perception check that determines how much rest everyone gets. So what that means is, like, if the whole party makes the check, then everybody gains the benefits of a long rest. If more than half the party succeeds, then you get a relatively comfortable sleep and you get the benefit of a short rest. If half or fewer, then you get no benefit. If no one succeeds, you are drained and you suffer a level of exhaustion. This is where Dorman's thing that he prepped from beforehand would kick in, and you would be able to ignore that because of the preparations. So
we all make the check?
You don't need to do that right now. It's only if you choose to take advantage of it, but it's good to remember that it's here on this, so you guys could rappel back down and have a place that is safe to rest, as opposed to, say, a demon and undead haunted orcish lair.
Right.
As a for instance.
Photographer, make a note on the map.
Yeah, so if the Outrider, I guess, could make note of this place. It would be a great... this would be safe as houses to be able to stay here. With that concluded, guys, that's the only encounter you have. Then we roll the outcome. So, you can have each party member make a Constitution saving throw, adding the quartermaster's strength or intelligence to the roll.
Intelligence is a +4, so you may have that.
Okay. So,
will it prompt for a modifier, Kevin? Or
I don't think it does on this one. I think you might be able to set it to do that.
It's okay. I wanted to make sure before I started clicking buttons.
I actually don't. Let me take a look. I'll take a look at Knox, because that's the one that will not be... None of you guys will have it open. If I go to the cog... Let's hear it's thinking. Still thinking. There we go. It has concluded its thinking. Let's see here.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I don't think so. Show
It's okay.
Let's see here. Armor class. Traits. Yeah, there's no. We'll have to add it to the result
That's
afterwards. Okay. Then, guys, at your leisure, make your you'll make your Constitution saving throw, and we'll add 4 to the result, or I can just reduce it. It's DC 5 you're rolling against, guys.
Yeah.
Except shit.
Wait a minute. I get to, because of my preparation, you could have, that's a save.
It's a nat
so you can
1.
re-roll,
He
right?
needs a re-roll to get rid of that nat 1.
But to chill, let's re-roll that, right?
No, Chaels gives you a D6, just like your dice.
Oh, I thought my thing
Oh, you
gave
mean
it a
your what do you
re-roll.
call it? Yeah. Sorry, your religion thing. Hold on. I want to make sure that's
my
not during an
religion
encounter,
preparation,
though.
I thought.
Let's just make sure
I
that's
thought
good.
that's what you said. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's just make sure it's not during an encounter
Sure.
like the carouse.
Before the end of the journey.
Yeah. Oh, but this is Journey's End.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but you have Alicia's ability, though.
Oh, I do.
Hold on. No, you know what? No, otherwise it'd be lost. You can go ahead and take advantage of Chael's roll.
Okay.
So Cal makes it just barely. Dorman succeeds. Alisha succeeds. Chael succeeds. I think that's everyone, right? Sure. 2, 1,
Yep.
2,
Yes.
4, 5. Yeah, great, guys. Congratulations. Because on a success, everyone gains temporary hit points equal to your level.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is there a time period for that, Kevin, to where I need to get rid of it?
10 hit points, I believe, go away on a short rest.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Nice.
then let's move ourselves back over to... Let's see here. Oh, Sentry also. At the end of the journey, you'll also be... Sentry, would you give us... what's your wisdom modifier? That's
My wisdom modifier is a 4.
Would you give us a 4d12 roll, please?
Sure. Where my dice at, yo? 12, 2, 3, 4.
And we take the highest result here, a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, unsafe. The party ends their journey safe from immediate danger, but with a looming threat on the horizon, such as a hostile army preparing to attack or a nearby volcano. The danger is close enough to prevent the party from taking a short or long rest in the area, but they have some time to prepare.
Great.
Okay.
Gross.
And I have some good news for you. Is because you guys completed... well, here's the upside downside. Upside, you guys completed the encounters, so you're going to get some XP for it. Downside is because the difficulty was so low, you guys are each getting 100 XP for the check. If you're, the higher the difficulty number, the more XP you get. So, then let's talk about what you see when you arrive. That's pretty neat, right? 45 minutes.
It's definitely different, interesting, kind of figuring out the mechanics, what works. You know, it makes me think of, I guess, was it skill challenges in 4th?
Yeah.
Is that right, Kevin?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's what it makes me think of.
Yeah, now the thing I like about it is that it's like skill challenges, but significantly improved in the sense that there's a lot. I think you guys have a lot more interesting decisions to make, both like before and a lot of more interesting resources you get to draw on as you're going through. So it adds a lot more nuance and a lot more, I don't know, a lot more interesting things to consider. Here we go. In the course of it. But let me show you what you guys see as you come up. I'm trying to remember what map is first here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That would be this guy right here. Okay.
That song stuck in my head.
What song is that?
Reminds me of an elf I once knew, but, you know, reminds me of a girl I once knew.
Oh.
But with a Lanian and...
Is he somebody that you used to know?
Yeah, exactly. Haven't seen that dirt elf in a while.
Okay. All right. So there's everybody, but you're a little big here. Let me make everyone the appropriate size.
I'm huge.
Will you cast Righteous Might or something?
No, I'm just huge.
Okay. Tell me what you guys are planning as you are making your way up to this. What's the strategy you guys employ? This will be because you've been up here before, you know what way to go. What I can tell you is that where there was noise and tumult and the sound of raucous, a thriving orc community, there is nothing but darkness and silence.
Yeah, because didn't we kill a whole bunch of them?
You did.
Top left there's a hole where there's some water trickling down, and inside there's a elf statue holding a rope for it.
Oh.
Well, no, I think he's...
Homage to Tanif. We could go say hi.
Okay. Do I have you over here yet, guys, or did I?
I'm still on the...
No, we're in the
okay.
area, a different image. I think the image of when we first came into the Underdark.
Yeah. Here we go.
There we go.
I think that's the one actually where... That's the one where we left Tanif.
Having flashbacks.
Yeah, that was the Dwarven Mind component. So I'm going to assume that... Let me just... hold on, I'm going to condense... Everyone's names are too darn long for these smaller tokens.
Oh. Yeah. I'm okay with just the first name. We're on a first name basis, right, guys?
Absolutely.
Do you even have a last name? I don't... Oh, Tellison, got it.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
I'm almost tempted to add a second L into her name so I can go all in.
As long as you don't throw 4 apostrophes in there.
Okay. Curiously, Beetle-based last name? Rigetti.
Oh.
No. So Shuck 2, I think you are likely the first one who has the opportunity to try and go up in here. And you just... the others don't have the benefit of your dark sight. Chael, I think... Okay, so 5th edition, Chael and Cal both have dark sight. Dorman has dark sight. But it's 60 feet. Alicia's the only one who would be having that stone. Whoever had the stone with continual flame on it. And it's probably... I'm picturing it sort of almost like a hanging lantern where it's rope, tied up in a bunch of rope and then hung down so the light can go out everywhere.
Knox has that.
What's that?
Knox has that.
Knox has that, yeah. So... alternatively, you could take... I don't think I've got... I didn't transfer over the gear you had from C&C into here, other than on the character sheet, the PDF version of the character sheet. So I don't know how many torches you have left, but it would be 4 torches in order to make your way up the side here, because it was 4 hours. Oh, even better. There you go. Yeah.
I meant to click the info on it instead of clicking the game stuff, but... Sorry.
No, that was it. You got the exact same thing. That was perfect.
Well, yeah. So if you guys have the light cantrip, you could just keep cracking those babies off.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait. Oh yeah, they're only an hour. Okay.
I mean, it's an hour, which I mean that's a while.
So
and it's cantrip, so I can do it forever.
Totally. So then you've got your lights. So what you can picture is maybe about 40 feet down or 50 feet. However, how far down do you think, Chuck, you're going to make everyone stop so you can reconnoiter up top here?
Yeah, because I probably only would have been able to map out a rough sense of the general direction they needed to go. So I think probably at the halfway point, I'll get them to pause while I scurry on up ahead to, get a lay of the land.
Why don't you give us a stealth check, and I am going to grant you advantage on this. Because it is pretty stinky here. You guys do have access to your astonishing fortune now too.
Is there other character sheet sometimes has ways of just ticking off event? I'll just roll.
This one automatically rolls.
Automatically.
Yeah,
right?
we always roll with both, and then we pick the one on the left if you're not rolling with advantage. Holy smokes!
Wow, look at that.
Okay, so you may remember that there are 4 levels to these rooms. And there are 3 of them that have openings out into the crevasse here. which one do you want to? The first one is where you face the first battle on here. The top floor is where you face the battle where Droon fell. The second one I don't think you have gone into yet. And there's the middle level between the... I think it's... Yeah, between the bottom one and the second one. So going from the top down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Level 3 you have not seen. Level 2 you have not seen. Level 1 you've had a fight on where Droon died, and level 4 you've had a fight on where Chael died, but he got better.
Right. And level 4, the one we're on right now, is also where we had all the... like the last time we were here, there were zombies just sitting in a circle, like staring into the center of the room. Do I see them here again?
Yeah, if you peek your head up in here, you actually see that they are still standing there. But would you give us a perception check? You don't get advantage on this.
Okay.
So you get up here, and the first thing that you, I think, are aware of is like I said, when you came up here before, you could hear the sound of a large community. Shuktu, I think you were the one who heard it best and even saw some of them too.
Right. Kids were up here.
Kids and, not affected. Whatever the closest you can get for an orcish non-combatant, right? Like slightly less combatant, I guess, is more the appropriate orcish term. Orcs are also a raucous species. They definitely live life loud and large, often with large axes. There's no sound whatsoever.
Even, am I getting any hints of anything from above us?
You listen carefully. You skitter up the wall with beetle bait and get close to that top floor where you either saw or you definitely heard the larger community. Total silence. With the exception of, because you rolled really well in that perception roll, you can hear, I'm going to see if my fucking mic cuts out again.
Somebody's taking a nap.
Moans.
Yeah, okay, I was going to say, it sounded like
disquiet.
moaning.
You also have one of the things that you have learned, and perhaps this is something that made you so suited for your role as a ranger, but you just know, like how some people can just know, like, okay, I'm getting a really bad vibe in this situation, I should get the fuck out of here because things are going to go bad. That is something that you have. You might call it, it's not a sixth sense because it doesn't like, oh, something's going to attack me. It just, when something is very wrong and off, you know to be like, let's not go down this corridor. I'm going to find a different way to go around. There is something in there that is exceedingly unnatural. If you hazard, well, you tell me if you hazard a look to try and see what the hell is in here beyond just the listening.
I mean, so far I've been pretty quiet, and I'm pretty confident that I can do this relatively safely. So I'll take a gander and try to see if I can put some sort of visage to these sounds.
Okay.
But short of like hopping on up there and strolling down the right, like, whatever I can see from the ledge is the extent of my.
Would you give us another stealth check, this time without advantage? You want astonishing fortune that?
If I'm getting a bad feeling about things, then Actually, I don't think Shuk2 has it. I don't have it listed on my character. I think I used
you don't.
it up.
You each at the start of each session, you guys each have 1 point of
Oh,
assumption
that's
fortune.
right. Yeah. Sure.
We're going way back. We're back at D&D, so we might as well be using our AD&D rules for assumption fortune.
Nope. That's a oldie but a goodie. Sure. I didn't realize I had it. So, oh no. And roll 20. Look at that. Roll 20 is just going fuck you in particular.
Okay.
Oh,
Next.
I am really shook up. Whatever the hell this is.
Would you give us a 1d4 roll? You're probably not going to want to roll a 1.
And just because of that,
I know.
I did not roll a 1.
Okay. So you're trying to get yourself in, and what ends up happening is that I think there is something like a banner or some other kind of like makeshift barrier or something that has since been broken down. It looks like the orcs at some point tried to kind of create a defense along here, and you sort of, I think Beetlebait just loses, his grip on it, falls down, and there's kind of a clattering of this thing as the barrier kind of collapses down. So it makes an awful lot of noise. And yeah. Would you give us a perception check once again?
That's not bad.
So because you sort of like, fuck, what you can hear, because it's so quiet, this has got to be pretty far off.
It won't be for long.
But you can hear the sound of bare feet, a single set of bare feet from somewhere far off. Fap, 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 fap. Maybe 80, 90 feet away from you. There's two other things that you notice with a roll that good. One, for a moment you think your eyes are playing tricks on you because you can see forms moving in. You're like, fuck. And you realize that what is drifting slowly towards you has no bottom to it. There are spectral orcs drifting along. A woman holding, or at least an orcish woman holding an orcish toddler, drifting along that sees you, and you lock eyes with it, and it opens its mouth up and will begin drifting towards you. But the more concerning thing with that roll is the sound you hear just to your left on the wall, and you look up, and what you can see, because of the coloring, you can tell this is likely an orcish or half orcish eye, but the optic nerve is split and blackened, and it is serving as a way of crawling along on the thing, and you can see it's looking directly at you. Shuk2, would you kindly...
I will jump off the cliff and die.
Love it. I love that it maintains the initiative order. This is fucking great. Let me just clear this out here, and we'll add everyone else in. Here's the thing. Let's try this. Try not clicking on your token and just roll initiative.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we saw that. That did not work.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, guys. Only Shuk2 right now.
Oh.
Shuk2 is the only one in the scene, so you do have to click on your token, it looks like.
Yeah.
But what was it? Was it Dark Souls? What was the one that we played?
No, it was...
What do we play? Marvel.
It was a Marvel game you and I played the other morning.
Yeah, that is. It auto-populated. We didn't even have to click on the token. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The one feature on that character sheet that is actually, something special.
Oh no!
Quick, dig into the API.
Okay.
It's a bit of a mess.
So Shuk2. Oh, let me roll for what you facing?
The hell did you roll, man?
I might roll terribly too. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right.
And while you're checking, double check to see if you have any bonuses against undead. Bless you, Shuk2.
Oh God!
Let's
Sorry.
begin, brother.
Best you again.
So no, my favorite enemy.
You have two, I think. Humanoids and what's the other one?
Humanoids and aberrations.
Oh, yes. This does not count.
Yep.
Okay, hold on here.
Nope.
Let's see. I thought I had Orc Spectre at some point. Or Orc Ghost or something like that.
Although humanoids is quite a wide range of...
It is, yeah. Okay.
You specialize on hunting people.
Yeah, I know, right? Bipeds.
Sentience. Yeah.
Bilaterally symmetric creatures.
Hey, Chell, you get a kick out of this. You know how I said earlier about warlocks regaining spell slots on a short rest? You said next game, maybe? Dorman actually has an Eldritch Invocation on his character sheet.
Oh, nice.
Is that the one that you dumped to get...
No, that was a different one.
That was a different one. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I can cast Silent Image at will. So, apparently I have a little bit of Eldritch knowledge going on there.
Nice. Okay, so here we go. Let me... I need to move us to a different... Map here.
Okay.
Because we're on the top floor. I may need to quickly clear out some unwelcome guests here. First.
Certainly may dump that invocation for Polar Mastery later, but...
What's that?
Said I might dump that one for Polar Mastery once we get a chance to retrain.
Okay. Baldur's Gate, you can retrain, can't you?
Totally can, yes.
That's fucking cool.
Cost you 100 gold.
Outrageous. You know what? This is while I'm getting this thing set up here. You know what game I've been playing that I am really fucking enjoying is, well, two actually. Remnant 2.
Remnant's good.
No, this is Remnant 2.
Mm-hmm.
It is fucking awesome. It's like Dark Souls with guns. It's a little more of a looter shooter, and it's got this great conceit to it that I won't spoil because it's something you learn at the end of the first like intro scene, but it's fucking cool. And get rid of that. Oh, GM layer. No, that's light layer. GM layer. There we go. Okay. Dead by Daylight is this like asymmetrical PvP game where like one person plays a serial killer or a monster or whatnot, and then 4 other people play survivors, and you're just trying to not get murdered by the thing. Super fucking fun.
On. Raise the gate. Get out of there.
Yeah, it's really fun. What
Slash is what that makes me think of.
What's that?
Any type of slasher movie.
Oh, totally. Yeah, it's totally
good. That makes me think of. I think like Alien and Friday the 13th.
And it's funny, not Friday the 13th, but they've actually got a bunch of licensed like expansions for the game. So like Michael Myers is a character, a killer you can play. The Alien, the Xenomorph was just added, and the most recent edition.
Information on that. My son will love to hear about that.
Oh, it's here. The most recent edition for Survivor, Nicolas Cage.
Nice.
You can play as Nicolas fucking Cage in it.
Oh, yeah.
He does all the voicing in it and whatnot. It's really fun. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Check that out and let the boy know.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it. Okay,
I've seen people play. I haven't played it myself.
It's pretty.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of that. That's a new one.
Yeah, it's neat, and like each of the killers or whatever else has a different set of things. Like Ghostface from the Scream films is a character you can get. It's not there anymore, but Demogorgon was there, and then you could also play Nancy and Steve from Stranger Things.
Cool.
So, Laurie Strode is a character from Halloween. That's pretty cool. And it's got the same kind of like relatively short gameplay, like for turnaround, the way that like Overwatch is, and I do like that about Overwatch. All right, so let me move you back just a scooch here, Shuck 2, and then I'll finally roll. Let me bring you guys all over here too. Sorry guys, I had to get this ready here. There we go. Let me add this to here.
Oh yeah, because I'm not there.
Also, I appreciate you guys all giving me the visceral reaction to the I Spy that I was hoping for.
I got a thing about eye stuff. I don't like it.
No.
Any sort of like movie where they're like sticking things in an eye, I just can't. I freak out.
Hey Andrew, are you gonna play Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah, I watched the trailer for Baldur's Gate 3, so I'm already aware of that scene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What is the range of your dark vision, Chuck, too?
Oh, sorry, I put food in my mouth.
That's okay. I can take a look here.
Deep Dome, dark vision, 120 feet.
Okay. So, because I think I'll start this thing at the limit of your, from the way I described it, it'll be at the limit of your kind of vision. So I'll start it down there.
I appreciate the opportunity to try to get away.
Heck yeah. Don't worry, it's not like these things can move through walls or fly. So,
right, etherealness. Right.
Yeah. Okay. So then on their turn, so they get to go first. So 1, 2, hold on. So I'm going to dash. Let me just measure what 20 feet away from you would be. Oops, I just moved you instead of measuring you. Hold on. I can just count by squares. How about do that, Madison? Stop being lazy.
Basic math.
Yeah, seriously. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So that's where this thing is. And it's cradling this thing, and it's mewling and crying. They're all like ashen gray and almost entirely translucent, but it still drifts towards you. Did I just close the initiative tracker?
You did.
Yep.
Yeah,
It was in my way. It's pissing me off. You know what you did, initiative tracker. Struck 2, you're up next. What are you doing?
Is it just me? I can't see myself on the initiative tracker anymore.
Oh, because you're on a different screen. Yep, that's why. Here we go. Because you rolled so good on your stealth roll that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
Cool your jets there, flatterer. All right.
Well, there's no need to stay here. I need to tell the others.
Okay.
Who are still waiting. So I think back on the beetle bait, try to calm him down a little bit. And start making my way back down. To the others. I need to warn them.
So beetle bait's got a climb of 30. So
Right.
he'll be able to get 60 feet down with a dash. You don't have any kind. Oh, you're a ranger, so you don't have your. What do you call it? The what's the cunning action? I think is the rogue ability. That gets you extra. Yeah.
Yeah, I have fleet of foot. I can dash as a bonus action on my turn.
I wonder if Beastmaster does Beastmaster share that with.
Let me double check. I believe the beast shares the abilities of some, but not all. So
Not by beetle bait.
It has advantages. Your companion bond. Does not look like it.
No.
Okay. So, Beetlebait is skittering down. Do you have anything you wish to do while he's moving?
I've already made a bunch of noise, so there's no point in... I've already lost stealth, so I'll try to, whistle down to them to get their attention.
Yeah. We can assume that everybody with that nat one, everyone heard the clattering of everything that happened up there, so you all kind of can, sort of look at one another.
We don't have any hand signals or whatever, but I don't think for now I can't shout down to them. And I think we said that makes sense.
Each of these levels is about 40 feet, so from here down, it'll be about 160 feet. For you would be 1, 2. About 3 rounds to get down to where everyone else is.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And to shout down this far away would be too excuse me. I think it'd be too much. And I don't even know exactly what I'm not 100% sure what I saw, so I don't want to be. So yeah, I'll just whistle, get their attention, and start hustling as quick as I can.
So why don't we have everyone click on their token, go ahead and click on initiative. Let's get everyone populated in here.
Oh, come on, man.
It only sucks for the first round.
Yeah.
Why do I never see where the bank buttons are.
I think the
There it
initiative
is.
one is tricky on the 5e sheet.
It's,
certain buttons I can just never
Yeah.
see them. I don't know why.
What's it? There's one.
I found it.
Okay. Well, it's
Yeah,
like
I
the
get that.
dash action in, or the run action in Savage Worlds. It's really hard to find that button on the character sheets. So, all right. So let's start at the top of the round. What you guys have heard, Chuck 2 has done his warning. We can assume that like you guys have talked about what your warning would be there. So Chuck 2,
Right.
right now you are 100 and what does I say? 40. So it's 40, 20. It's 120. You're 120 feet up. Actually, it's only gonna be 2 rounds. I cannot. No, it's. Yeah, 3 levels, 40 feet. Yeah, I cannot do math to save my fucking life.
That's why
What
you're
a
a lawyer,
moron.
Madison.
Exactly, lawyer, not an accountant. Like, I won't do your taxes, but I'll sue the guy who fucked it up. And then rely on an expert to do the math. So, Dorman, you were the first one, it looks like, to spring into action here.
Okay. We're heading down, right, to get to the next level spot.
Well, no, you guys are all below the however many feet, like 40 feet or whatever, below the lowest level right now, because Chuck 2 was going up to so I guess you are 160. Look at that. That's more of a situation of being lucky than smart. So but so you guys are 160 feet down because they're 40 feet below where everyone else is. So Dorman, that's where you are right now, and you're sort of attached to the wall in whatever sort of climbing apparatus that you're using.
Gotcha.
What are you doing?
I'd probably have to fish out my staff as my turn because I don't want to fall. So, bonus action, hang on to stuff, and action to get my staff out to start casting.
Yeah, I think if you're
spells.
spending your action, normally it's a free action to get it's like Savage Worlds where I think you get 2, you can ready 2 things, but because that one is likely stowed, then yeah, you'd use your action to get your staff out. And then you're sort of clambering on the wall. Like, it's going to be difficult to climb with that.
Well, let's not move at the moment. I'll just use an action to get out, and I'll give Kalador a inspiration dice for bonus action.
Okay, oh yeah, okay. Get ready. This thing starts moving through the ground. Cal, what are you doing? You got 1 inspiration dice. Let's maybe put, what color
That's
is
like
inspiration?
extra D6 or
D8, actually, I think now.
D8
right, Dorman?
Okay.
It is currently a D8, yes.
Yeah. Well, actually, you can only have 1 at a time, so what do I... There we go. All right, so a little yellow dot on you. What are you doing?
I guess try and get my sword out.
Okay. So you can... your sword... A sword has a scabbard, so that likely is not as hard, but you're still climbing, though.
No, I
So-
know, but I want to hold my weapon if I can,
Okay.
even if it makes the climb a little more difficult.
So that would be free action then, but what do you want to do? Do you have
Continue
any action you wish to
climbing,
do?
Other than that, no, just continue climbing up. Yeah.
Again, I think you need both hands, unless you've got some magic ability or
I
whatnot.
see. Okay,
Yeah.
well then I wouldn't pull it out. Then I guess I would keep. Yeah.
Okay. So then, why don't you give us an athletics check then, please?
Okay.
Oh, and you'll have advantage on... Never mind.
Oh yeah.
Do you have the 24 or the 24, Jeff?
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
The 24.
let's see here. I'm just trying to remember. What the climb speed, is it half your normal speed? Does that sound right to you guys?
Sounds right.
That
think
sounds
so.
right.
Sounds right? Okay. Climbing, C under movement. No, just give me the fucking page number.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's the biggest troll in the world.
Where's the hyperlink on this book? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Here we go. Climbing,
Sometimes
182,
PDFs are better.
190. Okay. I mean, it's an extremely big and comprehensive glossary, but when it references in itself, it's kind of like, well...
Put a movement cost an extra foot, so it's
So it just basically counts as difficult terrain. Okay, that's clever. All right, so then you begin. What is? Can you dash climbing? So you could spend your full action, or is your standard action to climb?
I never have done big long climbs like this. I think you can just climb. I mean,
see here,
I don't think you
climb.
can dash when you're climbing.
Yeah, I don't know if you can use dash to actually.
Yeah, climbing is just a movement, so that eats up your movement. If you dash, you get an extra movement that turn.
Oh yeah. So there you go.
I
You spend
guess,
your-
yeah.
So you can clamber up 30 feet, I think, Cal.
Nice.
So you're right near the cusp of that first level.
Is Kala just street fighter, or is he a fighter rogue?
Oh, he's a rogue. You got a dash. Actually, you could actually make it all the way up to that bottom level if you like.
Yeah, you use your bonus action to dash again.
Cunning.
Oh, and I have 35 speed.
Oh,
A
so
little
then
faster.
well, you still need the dash because that would leave you 5 shy.
Yeah.
But Cal is up. This is the wrong level, but I'll put you up on here for now.
Yeah. Okay.
Alisha, you're up next. What are you doing?
Climbing.
Okay, go ahead and give us an athletics check.
I love the thief archetype. For
You
the
got
rogue.
it. Okay, so if you're dashing with it, so you'll be climbing up here. You have a speed of 30, right? Because you got leather armor on, I think.
She's got leather armor on, and she's wearing the boots of striding and springing.
Oh. Could you click on... Oh, you can't populate those in here, right? They're in the companion.
Really? That sucks.
Yeah, it's the only thing that's kind of screwed up with the sheet is that there's not an easy way to just click on the button.
Oh, it sets its speed to 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it just makes your speed 30 feet even when you're...
But it lets him jump 3 times at a normal distance.
Oh, okay, there you go. All right, so Alisha, that answers our question for 30, so you're 10 feet shy of the ledge right now. Chael, what are you doing? Actually, I think Shuk2 should be before you because he's got a higher dex.
That's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Shuk2, what are you doing?
If everybody is joining, I'll turn back around.
No, so they're further down, right? I just can't. I'm not
right,
going to be.
but I can. Yeah, no. I'll continue to make my way towards them then.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Because of your dark vision, you can actually see now. Like if you move 60 feet down, you're now 60 feet away from them. So you're one move away because they're all climbing up that layer.
Yeah.
And you can see they're all scrambling up, trying to get there as quick as they can, except for Dorman. Dorman is drawing his staff. Chael, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm moving, so
Give us an
that's what
athletics check, please.
yeah, this is. Well, at least I'm proficient in it.
Oh no!
That doesn't really matter.
Okay, you have a point of astonishing fortune. Would you like to?
I do have astonishing fortune. Yeah, let's go ahead and spin that and pray for the best.
Yeah.
There we go.
Beautiful. All right, so likewise, you're keeping pace with Alisha. Both the two of you seem to have found a bit of a bond, so the two of you are climbing up simultaneous. Dorman, what are you doing?
Has the creature chasing Shuk2 come over the ledge yet?
Has not, no.
Cool. I am going to cast a spell called Major Image.
Okay.
And I'm going to place it like...
Now, let me just hold your jets here. Okay. So it's somatic.
Yes.
I think I'm going to require a concentration check if you're doing it while you're climbing.
I haven't climbed, but I'm in the process of climbing.
Well, no,
I
but
haven't moved
you're
yet, though.
clinging to the side of a cliff, right?
Cool. Where's the concentration button?
So there is no. It is a Constitution save, I believe. Is it save, guys?
It's a check. I mean,
Constitution.
No,
check.
saving throw. Yep, Constitution saving throw. So
Alright.
go and give us a con save. We'll just set it at 13.
Use my astonishing fortune.
You got it. There you
there
go.
you go.
Beautiful.
Okay. So I'm going to go like, basically, Shuk2 came down and he turned around and looked up, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it like 10 feet above him. And it's you see Dorman looking down, nodding and looking back up, and he's going to make the like 20 feet cubed area above Shuk2 look like the chasm going straight down. Like there's
Oh, okay.
an
Yeah.
empty
So
space
he's
under
looking
it.
down that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Great. Okay.
And if the thing flies through it, maybe Shuk2 will get a surprise attack on it or something.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. That is optimistic of you.
Unless they're immune to illusions. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I mean, you can say
Just saying.
All right, then it is this thing's turn. As it passes through stone and rock. Cal,
damn,
what are you
I forgot
doing?
about that.
Oh God.
Oh, and John, that was only actually your action. Do you want to move as well?
I'll throw inspiration on Chael.
What's the range for your inspiration? Is it line of sight? Do you remember what?
Bonus 60 feet.
60 feet, so he still is within that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I think what we'll do, guys, let me just, we're going to fuck up the initiative order here, but I will fix it in a sec. We're going to go to that
Other map.
Yeah, we're gonna, but actually, I think the only thing I need to bring is this, because you guys are all on that other map. Okay. As you're clambering up to Cal, you be the first one up there, so you would see that those same. You just put this here. There we go. Okay, so let's do this. Why doesn't everyone click on their token, click on initiative? I'll just enter in the scores from before.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
I'm just because I.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I mean,
Look at how good we all
do we
rolled
really
on our
need
little
to change the
pretend
numbers?
initiative.
Now that we're not actually counting the numbers.
Yeah.
No. We all get good initiative scores.
How does roll 20 know?
Okay.
Well, let me just push out some high numbers while you guys aren't not paying.
Yeah, while you're just rolling for nothing.
Yeah.
Oops, some numbers in here that are awesome.
Yeah.
All good. All good.
All right. So then let's see here.
Someone who works there must watch our stream and like
I
flip the
swear they
switch.
do.
Bad numbers, good numbers.
Yeah, I swear they do.
Oh, they're
make
live.
fun
They're
of my
live.
game?
Turn it on.
Every game has a specific on-off button for good or bad.
Yeah.
Like Carney with the pedal under the counter, he's like holds it down so the ball or the milk
Yeah.
jugs don't fall.
No, it's a if Kalador present, then bad rolls.
Yeah. I don't know. I've filled in for Jeff before when he wasn't here.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Here we
Well,
go.
you know, the luck's got to go somewhere.
You're the
Yeah.
second part of the if-then statement. If Kalador not present and Chael is.
All right. So we were on Cal's turn,
Cal.
right? Oh,
So I make it up there this turn.
I
You're
think I
saying?
fucked up something here.
I just need to use my movement to get there.
No, last turn, let me put you back up here. So last turn, you clambered up. You're up here. Dorman's over here on the 40 feet down. Shuktu is coming down towards you right now on the wall, probably directly above where Dorman is. Chael and Alisha are 10 feet shy of the lip, and you've come up over here. And what you can see now...
Is that horrible thing?
It's an eye tyrant.
Oh god.
There are two of them drifting on here towards him.
Yeah.
So you have your actions. What would you like to do?
Unlash my shield from my back.
Okay, shield is out as your action. As a free action, you can draw your longsword.
And as a free action, then I'll take my sword out.
Yep, you could move, and if you've got a bonus action, you can go ahead and do that.
I could move, Kevin.
Don't you have your action surge as well as a fighter?
I do. Yeah.
All the actions all the time.
But I'm gonna just wait here. I'll like try and secure a landing spot for my allies to climb up. So
Go ahead.
I'll move, just like
Yep.
here. Just
Okay.
sort of a perimeter where they can come over the edge safely.
You got it. Alicia, what are you doing?
I'm up over the edge with the rest of my move. Hold him next to Kalador if I've got enough movement. Who's 10 down?
We need another athletics check from you, please. Beautiful. Yeah, so you're up and over as your movement, and you can stand up from climbing up to there. Then you have an action and a bonus action.
Okay. Do I have enough movement to go up next to Kalador?
You definitely do. Yeah. You would if you're going to take another move. Let me think here. Your climb would be 15. So you would only need 5 movement left over, You could use that to stand up. If you're going to move, you'd be using a dash action.
Okay, no, she'll just stay where she is, and it's her action to both her shield as well.
Okay, so you're so to unlash the shield, assuming it's secured, that is an action. So your action is to take your shield out, and then you're drawing your weapon.
Yeah, so she's behind Kalador, but she doesn't.
You got it.
She's got her.
Okay. Shuck 2, what are you doing?
So I'm just coming down to this same level now. So I'll join them.
Yeah, so you'll be. Do you want to kind of like clamber in? Remember, you can climb on the roof as well. That's where.
Yeah. So I'll stay vertical, like I'll stay on the ceiling.
Okay.
But come just in, inside the little ledge area as well.
You got it. Okay. Then it is Chael's turn.
All right, so move to get up to the top, right, Kevin?
Yep.
Okay.
So just one more athletics check, please.
All right. Please, Lord.
Come on.
I need this because I've actually got a good plan for once. Of course not.
If someone else...
Chael has an inspiration dice.
I do have an inspiration. That's a D8.
It's a D8.
So roll a D8 and add it to the 7, Kevin?
Yep.
Oh, shoot. The way it overlays stuff, I can't see my dice. There we go.
A 10.
That's a 10.
10 is good enough. So you're able to
God.
get yourself up and over.
Good. Now,
I picked the right person to inspire.
yeah. I can use my bonus action before I do anything else, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So bonus action. Wait a minute, where'd it go? There it is.
It's cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 6, right? That would be 30, correct?
That's 30, yeah.
Yep. And now I will use a free action to pull out my holy symbol.
Yes, free action.
And I will... Oh, it didn't. Hold on, wait a minute. I clicked the wrong thing. There we go.
Persuade them to join us.
Okay, so, and because of your ring, they have disadvantage on the save.
Correct.
Okay, then let me see here. There, and you destroy CR1, right?
Yep, CR1, yep.
Okay. So
I still
then,
think HD for whatever reason.
yeah. Okay, so then I have disadvantage on this, and it is a wisdom save. Okay. Nat 20 for one of them. Sorry. And fail for the other. So the first one is coming in. It appears to be an old, at least the half of a diaphanous orc that still keeps pushing toward. Oh no, that one probably dissipates. Which one's my initiative tracker? It's that guy. The other one, however, your radiant power washes over it, and it continues moving in towards you. We will save Dorman's turn for 1 week's time. So then, for those, hold on, you guys do gain 40 XP each. 40 XP on top of the 100 you got from the first one. So then we'll save this for next time. So then, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for session 182 of our Night Below campaign. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of our video. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get us back to the outro screen here, and it's proven to be a bit cumbersome. There we go. There we go. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server where all of us are active, and we have channels there dedicated to this game, this campaign, and every other game we run on the channel. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have an outstanding selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. If you make a purchase through their website of $10 or more, then be sure to enter the code SUMMERMUSER, and you will save yourself 10% on your purchase. In addition, if you're listening to this at a later date, for after September 15th-ish, 2023, come back to one of our more recent videos and we'll have the updated discount code for you. They also have a really cool want list feature where you can, if they have something listed but it don't have it in stock, you can put it on a want list and they'll send you an email when it comes in. There's also a link down below to something called Heroes Save Villages. That is the charity fundraising campaign we run on the channel. It benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, a really amazing organization active in over 130 countries, benefiting over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children. All donations that go through that link go directly to SOS Children's Villages International. None of it comes to the channel or any other middleman, just goes to help out the kids who benefit from their services. And as a small way of saying thank you, if you've donated $10 or more since June 1st, 2023, head on over to the Charity Initiatives channel on the Dungeon Musings Discord server, and you can cast your vote for the next and the final. So the next one, which will be the penultimate, and then the final one of the charity sessions that we've had in our year-long Year of Ill Omens campaign. You'll also find information over there about our charity raffle that we'll be having at the end of the year. If you donate $25 or more through that link, then you'll have one chance to win the grand prize or one of the other great prizes for each $25 that you donate. The last thing I will say, because we are right past our quit time, is a huge thank you to our stalwart heroes. So, and starting with our stalwart outrider, willing to go in and try and reconnoiter in a undead-filled orcish warren. So, Andrew, Jeffrey, Will, John, and Dave, thank you so much for playing tonight, guys. This is one of those sessions I just fucking flew by. So, it says at least I was having a good time. Then we'll be back in 1 week's time to see what happens as the third foray into this warren takes place. We'll see what undead await and what happens to Chael when he gets touched. Will is such a big fan of energy drain in every edition of the game. Then we'll be back in 1 week's time. But until then, we hope that we gave you a couple of hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our heroes are getting ready to face in the warren underneath Broken Spire Keep. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.
Yeah.